Hello again. We are back for another daily. I played this on the Xbox, and excuse me, my throat's a little hoarse today. As I was saying, I was playing on the Xbox today for this daily, and it's a kind of a slow daily today. For the most part, there are no item rooms. There are only shops and boss rooms and all that stuff. So we're going to Mom's Foot, as you can see here. So we're going to just bomb through here. Just go through our merry way. So my run when I was having the issue with the keyboard, see how to put it in words. So like, only half the video was recorded, and I think what happened was, rather than me hitting the pause button and unpausing for the recording on OBS, I accidentally hit the stop record button, and then I re-recorded. So that's what happened, I guess. But don't fret, like, you didn't really miss much. Maybe some dialogue, maybe some stuff, but yeah, at least we got part of the video. I mean, let's see, do we want that? Let me think. Probably not. Speed upgrade is nice. Shot speed's nice. Yeah, as I was saying in the last video, like, well, when it cut out, I was playing, and and after I was getting the water out of the keyboard, I figured that solved the issue, and then, man, my throat. Let me get some water here for a second here. There we go. Morning phlegm. Anyways, as I was saying, at first things were going well with the keyboard commands and stuff, but then I keep forgetting about that because that's the second time this happened to me, but we didn't lose our deal. Unlike the one I did on the Xbox. Anyways, going back with the water on the keyboard thing, so I use the keyboard to play, of course, so the A and S buttons, they were pressing at the same time, whichever button I was pressing the other one, and that was kind of obviously causing an issue with maneuvering and moving around on the screen. So I had to pause, and like I said, like I spent about half an hour to an hour looking for something I just couldn't find. And when I put the keys back in, it just started working again for some reason. Okay, so this is what I missed last time. Okay. Like, I have like 3 other keyboards, but they're more in the lines of that's nice. How do I put it in words? So like, they're more in the lines of like wireless, which wireless is not a problem, only unless you you lose the USB dongle. Then it's like kind of useless. What they need is like, I mean, they probably have them out there, but with Logitech, um, that I have, they have they have keyboards where they only have the USB dongle, and then you just put batteries in there, plug in the USB dongle. I assume it just installs by itself on the computer for the most part, because the drivers are practically there. Unless you're on XP. To all those XP people out there, hello. I'm still running on Windows 7, because I like Windows 7. It's probably going to get phased out completely for all these games and stuff in like 5 or 10 years, like XP. But I'm still keeping it. It's nice. I mean, I've tried Windows 10, but it's not for me. It's not for me. I think for my new computer, I'll definitely put Windows 10 on there. But for like more updated work and stuff. But as far from that, like, I'm not too antsy for it. Yeah, so I'm keeping this water in this water bottle to preserve its liquids so it doesn't like spill over again, and this time away from my keyboard. That's pretty fortunate. I mean, keyboards are like, they're pretty affordable for the most part, depending on what you get. I mean, I got a cheap one from Staples. Got the Staples button on there. It kind of works, but I don't really want to go to staples.com because I get my stuff on Amazon now. Why? Because it's cheaper. Instead of paying retail price and all these other fees. Yeah, my morning's been going pretty well though. It's nice and sunny out. Nice, and it's been warming up again. So it's supposed to be cooling down later in the week again, but it won't last. Might get a haircut later today. Get that all kind of situated. Easter's coming up in a couple of weeks or so, not sure what my plans would be for that. Sort of in the air, up in the air right now. Had a good run yesterday though. Had a couple of quick sprints I did, and wasn't as much pain, which is nice. I think my body's just getting used to it. Or not the pain, but like used to the exercising, sprints and stuff. I'm still a little winded for like certain like stuff like going up hills and all that. I think it's gonna take some time. Let's see here. I believe the secret room's here. No? Okay, here. Okay. Oh, another thing too is there's no arcades. At least no, they do have a arcade, but it doesn't have any blood banks or anything. That's right. At least for the Xbox version. Pestilence. Yeah, today's off a good start. Like, I got up fairly early this morning and didn't feel too tired. And brushed my teeth and did all sorts of stuff. Get ready for the day. Oh, we did get an arcade. Okay, so for some reason the Xbox version doesn't like that. We got in here. Yeah. I'm not the kind of person that goes out of my way to get like a Razer mouse or a Razer keyboard or something fancy. But I mean, I'm looking at more of utility and functionality. I mean, that's the gist of it, really. Like, I'm not really too picky when it comes to like stuff like that. If it functions, it functions, and I prefer a laser mouse over like, you know, the ones with the balls in them. It makes it easier. Because I know I used to use that when I was younger. And that was kind of a pain to clean out and sort of replace over time. And you have to have a certain surface to kind of scroll around with it. Oh, we don't have any bombs. Now, when it comes to like microphones and stuff, that's a different story. Like this one I'm using, it's just a headpiece with, you know, earphones and just something standard. I mean, I can go all out if I want to and get a better mic, which I might get a better mic someday, but nothing too crazy expensive or anything. Just functionality and quality. I got these speakers, and I never bought speakers before, so this is a first. Last time I really used speakers for a computer was like many years ago, and that was for like not so much with gaming back then. I mean, there were some, but really dinky speakers. Just like the other one, the brimstone. We got a weak brimstone, kind of. So, there's that. Yeah, it's crazy anymore. We'll take it. Because I want to save a charge. Man, I almost bought something there. Alright. So we're going to re-roll this floor and do it again. Is it worth it to do it again? Probably not. I mean, I've done it with the, whatever. Xbox version. Okay. like when I was a kid, like we didn't have much wiggle room when it comes to like choices for like, you know, electronics and stuff like that. It was more in the lines of like, you know, you just use what you got, which is fine. I mean, it's just something we kind of adapt to over time, and now it's like we have a little bit more choice as adults now. And I think it's, I mean, there's kind of like a benefit and a disadvantage with having that kind of like lifestyle. I think in a sense, you don't feel like, oh, we already got you already. Oh yeah, we got the collar. That's right. Forgot. Like I was saying, like I think there is advantage and disadvantage. I think where the disadvantage sake, like you feel like you can't really. I guess you perceive yourself as not having as much value to trying to get something, you know, to the next level. But then I think also, when it comes down to it, like, you're also not going out of your way to, like, bankrupt yourself to, like, get stuff just to, like, get stuff for the sake of getting stuff. Like, for me, like, I gotta get all sorts of different pieces for just various things, for components for different computerized things. So, like, as I said in the last video about, like, those converters for my speakers, like, that has some utility function because, like, I may use it for, you know, in case if someone doesn't have, like, a Bluetooth or the Bluetooth's not working or the Bluetooth weak. And also, like, signals with the Bluetooth is not as strong as, like, plugging it directly with an aux cable. You got all these different options. And then, like, if I want to hook these speakers up to, like, my computer, I can, without having to try to spend money to replace the case and rewire everything again. um, so there's some benefit with that. The problem is I got too many like little pieces for like everything I need for like various like electronics, and they all have a different purpose. Like my H4n, for example, it's. I mean, I already had an aux cable, but that plugs into my camera, so that way I don't have to use the internal mics on there, so I'll pick up everything. Then I had to get a kind of a high-end SD card to capture all those high-quality like audio clips, because that's what's kind of required in order to like have it like running, and then I like, you know, smoothly. And then on top of that, I had to get some, you know, better rechargeable batteries, because the other ones I had wasn't always turning the device on like it's supposed to. You know, just things like that. And they all, I mean, work out pretty well for the most part. I'm just gonna keep going through here, and looks like we're gonna be able to make it to boss rush, because I think because we got Guppy early on and stuff, we are able to just sneak across here. I don't know if the shop's gonna do much for us. Well, maybe. Well, let's see here. I mean, that's nice. Let's see. They'll give us one. Well, I'll give us like other options too for like not just a boss fight, but whatever else. Might get some spirit hearts here. Yeah, why not? I mean, like, like what we used to do when we were younger. Oh well, that doesn't help. What we used to do when we were younger was, for the longest time, we were using Ethernet for our computer, and I know it's the early stages of Wi-Fi and wireless signal, and there wasn't many devices at the time, but I mean, we were doing that all the way up to like 08, 09, 2010, something like that. And it was crazy. I mean, we did try doing a router thing somewhat. It was some tiny little Belkin router. And it wasn't really great. Neither was the customer service. And yeah, we had to kind of like just adapt to that. Okay, this is not the way. I didn't think this was the way. Just mosey on through. Oh yeah, we got 2 boss fights. We gotta rush this. Not taking Judas' Shadow because, yeah, we gotta take her down. Come on. Okay, forget those other deals right now because we gotta get through here. Okay, we'll take you. But yeah, it's just I mean, it was also too like that, like in grade school, like using Apple IIs at the time, and that was just long before like we had, the technology, affordable technology at least to like do a lot more cool stuff in schools, and it's crazy to think about because like Apple IIs, they were never designed to really to get on the internet. And so like what we had to do was use these black floppy disks, these really big floppy disks to like play games and stuff on there. Mostly educational games, of course, but we had like gobs of them. And I remember some of them, like math munchers, word munchers. Pause this for a second, get some water here. Things of that nature. I think we've even played some Oregon Trail, the original Oregon Trail on there. And some other weird ones, I forgot the names. And then like in Metal Skull I was doing, let's see, was it Metal Skull? I'm trying to remember. So like in Metal Skull we did a typing program. It was an educational program, but for kids. It was on the Apple computers, and at the time it was Mario's teaching typing, something like that. I think it was a good thing we did that because, like, I think that kind of helped somewhat in the future for like typing stuff. Because I took a typing class in high school for that kind of sake, and that helped quite a bit. And then that accelerated me with typing even further in the later years, typing up papers and whatever. And notes. I came to like typing classes is just so like underrated. Little too late for the damage, unfortunately. So we did it. I mean, we're probably a low rank. Oh, we got a pretty good score. That's a surprise. Probably because we got the boss rush in time. I mean, time is to be expected. People can rush that. But yeah, it looks like we did a pretty good job for the most part. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Like and subscribe.